Hello, it's another time out on the program Truth to Power, the program where we look at persecuted minority groups in Nigeria and, of course, their plight and how they can come out of whatever situation they are facing. My name is Ehis Agbon, and today on the program, we will continue from where we left off last week with Reverend David Ayuba Azzaman. And we'll be looking specifically now at individuals, cases, scenarios, and situations where persecutions were suspected to have happened in one way or the other. First, let me welcome Reverend David Ayuba Azzaman.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Looking at the configuration of Nigeria,
Yes, sir.
with all of the issues that we are facing, and the fact that there seems to be persecution happening to a segment of the country. For the purpose of those just joining us for the first time, I'd want to ask you, is there persecution ongoing in Nigeria?
It's going on.
And what is the nature of the persecution?
It's in different dimensions. The persecution is apart from denial of this minority group what belongs to them. It also goes to the extent of killing, which I term it genocide. Genocide in the last interview we had.
Yeah.
So it has a dimension of not only persecution but also genocide, because lives are being lost.
All right.
Yes.
If I looking at the situation that we found ourselves now and pointing at specifics, when we talk about individuals that have been denied what they should rightfully have been given to them because of their religion or their tribe, that can be seen as a form of persecution.
Yes, sir.
And looking at the configuration of the country called Nigeria and picking at some of these, in the past, there have been instances where persons that are qualified to occupy positions were denied because they come from a tribe that may not be popular with the leadership, or they come from a religion that may not be popular with the leadership of the state or the nation at that point in time. And sometimes people will cry out to complain about all of this, while some other persons that couldn't get the traction to cry out, they'll just go home and lick their wounds.
Yes, sir.
Looking at specific cases of issues like this that have happened in Nigeria, do you recall any that we can immediately point to?
In fact, let me start with myself. I graduated from secondary school in 1988. I was born in Samo, Rosaria in 1970. I attended Government Day Secondary School, Samo, Rosaria. I love the Nigerian Army because I love discipline, and my dream is to join the military. And after my secondary school, I bought NDA form. In fact, I have never been to, I've been to Kaduna then because I was born in Zaria. I transport myself then from Zaria. I came to NDA myself and I got NDA form. After filling the form, there is a portion in the form where they say somebody equivalent of a lieutenant colonel should sign.
Yeah.
If there is nobody like that, the secretary of the local government should sign. You see, then we are all in Zaria local government. Then the name my father gave me is Dauda Ayuba Azzaman. That is my name. If you check my baptism certificate, you see Dauda Ayuba Azzaman, not even David.
Yeah.
It was me that I was in love with the name David. I started using David. My headmaster then said I should choose one between David and Dauda. And I said, I love that. I love the story of David in the Bible. So let's use David. So I took this form to Zaria local government and I met the secretary of local government then. That was around 1988, 89. As far back as then. To tell you, it has not started now. He saw the form, he saw me, I believe maybe as when he saw me, he knows he's in a Hausa boy.
Yeah.
Because I can speak the Hausa.
Yeah.
You know, I can speak the Hausa. And he was about to sign and he saw the name David. He now flung the form.
Wow.
Yes. picked up the phone. Said, go to your land. That's what he told me. A little boy of about 16, 17 years. It was then, what do I know about? I never knew something like that existed in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You can see that. That is me. Let's look at a place like Kebbi State. Justice Esther Asabe Karatu.
Yeah.
We all know what happened to her then. She's supposed to be confirmed
As a chief
judge of that Kebbi State. But they denied her because she's a Christian. Let's even go to the federal government. Enogen.
Yeah.
Enogen has been in acting capacity until Buhari removed him.
Yes.
And Enogen is more qualified than the person he brought from Bauchi. That person from Bauchi, I heard he read Sharia law. I'm not condemning Sharia law, but what I heard then was that Enogen was more and better qualified. But he brought somebody because he read Sharia, he's a Fulani man. Enogen was removed and he was placed. Let's also look at Zaria again, ABU, Zaria. The case of Professor Andrew Nock. Yes, it was glaring then. He won the vice chancellorship of ABU Zaria, but he was denied. He's supposed to be announced as the vice chancellor. But what they did was that they said, okay, let us go to the mosque and pray. By the time they went to the mosque and came back, the story changed. So we have so many individual cases like that. There is another chief judge in Bauchi. I can't remember her name now. But there are so many cases like that of individual cases. You can see that these are high network individual that I just mentioned. There are people that have their own personal experiences. Admission. ABU Zaria, my daughter, let me just give an example. My daughter got 222 in JAM. She applied for medicine. She wasn't given. And she's from Kaduna State. Lere local government. Not even Kataf, that you will say they are advantage.
Yeah.
But she was not given because her name is Anne. But you see people with a 180, not even from Kaduna State, maybe from Katana Sokoto, they are being given to read medicine. Christians in the north, we don't get admission, the admissions of courses of our choice. You see, Southern Kaduna, yes. Southern Kaduna is a place that you have high traffic of youths leaving the area to go and school elsewhere.
Yeah.
That is a proposed University of Science and Tech in Manchok.
Yeah.
Do you know that some of these people of the other faith, they are kicking against it? Why should that school be cited in Southern Kaduna? The excuse they give is insecurity. Is there no insecurity in Benungwari? Because they are proposing it to go to Benungwari. Is there no insecurity in Benungwari? There is.
Even when we are talking of insecurity, is it not the Polytechnic in Zaria that attacked something?
There is.
And all of that?
So there is. And you see, in the whole Northwest, I don't think there is any region that is as educated as Southern Kaduna. Let me even recall what the National Bureau of Statistics wrote some years ago. In the north, after Kwara, in terms of education, after Kwara State is Benue. After Benue is Kogi. And after Kogi, the fourth is Kaduna. And why Kaduna? Southern Kaduna. Before even Plateau and the rest. You understand? So the thing is that even educationally, they are suppressing us. Economically, they are suppressing us. Because there is even the issue of land grabbing. You didn't mention it. Yes, when they kill, they take over. There was a time the former governor, he dared us that let anybody tell him any village that they say Fulani have taken over. I brought up about 150 villages. The Fulanis, they kill and they take over. In Kaduna State, even in Kajuri here, some in Jamal local government. Wow. You get it? So there is even the issue of land grabbing. So it's a complete genocide. When we kill you, we take over your land. We take over your land. We take over your economy. You get it. So today I was looking at a picture from ABU, the School of Nursing. I saw all the ladies on hijab. I said, is it that no Christian lady applied for nursing? I don't know which level. They just said nursing students. The ladies, the men are on suit, so you wouldn't know whether they are Christian or Muslim. But
is it that the school has a dress code? That
is what I don't. Maybe they have a dress code.
Well, if they have a dress code, it shouldn't be synonymous to one religion.
So you can say individually. So that is something I didn't mention. Let's even look at the political settings of Kaduna. We have three senatorial zones.
Yes.
Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3. I was opportune to sit with a former head of state of Nigeria, and he asked me, what do I think is the problem with Kaduna? I said, you people are the one. I told her, I said, you people are the problem. You people cause the problem. He said, how? I said, when you are setting up these senatorial zones, I said, could you imagine Giwa, Beningwari, that are bordering Katsina, Zamfara, in the far north, you brought them to the central. Because you knew that the Christians of Kaduna can produce 2 senators. You knew that we can produce the governor without stress. You now pushed Kachia, that's supposed to be in the central, you took it to the south. Can you see that? Lere, that's supposed to be in the south, you took it to the north. So anywhere the Christians are majority, you try by all means that you weaken us. Yeah. You weaken us, and you now boost your own population. Where we are seated here, I don't know whether we're in Chukun or Kaduna South.
It's Kaduna South.
Kaduna South, good. Kaduna South. But anytime you hear Kaduna South, you would think it's Christian dominated. It is Christian dominated. But still, the injustice, if I point my hand here, in fact, I can leap. You know when they say leap? When I leap from here, I will land in Narai. But Narai is in Chukun. Yeah. And Narai is a densely populated Christian area. But it is pushed to Chukun local government. Television from the garage down is under Chukun. Sabotage under Chukun is supposed to be in Kaduna South. Tudunwada, that's supposed to be in the north. Yeah. They now brought it to the south. Can you see that? That is why in Kaduna South, they always produce the local government chairman. Yeah. It's a calculated thing. And thus, as you said, the church has been silent, which me too, I don't understand. I don't understand why they were silent. Was it that because it was a military regime then? When you talk, but there were people that were talking, there were activists then.
I want to believe that
yes,
it was oversight on the part of the people that did that geopolitical delineation. That I want to believe that it was oversight on their part. Though with what you're saying, it's hard for me.
I doubt if it is an oversight. I doubt if, you see. You see, there is something that I wrote one time. This House of Fulani Intelligentsia. I wrote that before I knew that Hausa is not the problem. Let me be fair to the Hausa people. This agenda is a Fulani agenda. And the Fulani agenda is from Mauritania up to Central Africa. In fact, not even their aim is even to go to South Africa. I'm saying it with all boldness. The Fulani agenda is not only
Central Africa Republic.
Up to South Africa. Because you see, I read a little bit of Islam. In fact, I have an Islamic background. I can trace my family 500 years of Islam. Wow. My father is the one, Ayuba Azzaman, that converted to Christianity. Fulani are the ones that are given the responsibility to propagate Islam in Africa.
Okay.
That's why you can say they are moving from Mauritania. They came originally from Mauritania, not even from Futajalon. Original Fulani is Mauritania. Moving down to South Africa. The Arabs had to move to Europe. Yeah, the Arabs, they had to move to Europe. Fulani is Africa. That is why you can see almost all the mosques are the Fulani clerics. You can hardly see a Hausa cleric. So I don't know, I was about to say something before I digress.
We're talking about the political configuration.
The configuration. Yes.
Error.
Yes, it wasn't an error. You see, that I wrote something called the House of Fulani Intelligentsia.
Yeah.
I had an experience in the bank. I worked in the bank for about 11 years. I was a teacher for 4 years, bank 11 years, before the Lord called me into ministry in 2015 as a pastor. When Yakowa became the governor of Kaduna 2011, my colleague in the bank is not only just a colleague, he's the son of the former Sultan, Machido. He was crying because Yakowa won. I was trying to, what does Kaduna got to do with Sokoto? And in the office, he sees me as his brother. Because the office then in the bank, we will have mostly Southerners. He's from Sokoto and from Kaduna. He comes near me. Yeah. But when Yakowa won the election, this guy was complaining. He now mentioned something that it is the Southerners that divided us. They are not normally. I've been hearing that they will say Southerners are the ones dividing the North. It's a lie. Southerners are not dividing the North. It's the Northerners that are dividing the Northerners themselves. It's got nothing to do with Southerners. Southerners have the interests of Nigeria and they have the interests of the North in their heart. It's the North that is killing the North. He now said, it is that how can Yakowa be the governor? He's forgotten I'm a Christian. I'm from Kaduna. He's talking about my state. And you're telling me how can Yakowa be the governor? That is the Southerners that made that to be possible. He now told me a story. I will not mention name. Of a former second in command in Nigeria. Okay. He said when Kaduna was created, some people went to this second in command and they said, congratulations, you have your state Kaduna. So some people put 1 and 2 together, they will know the second in command. You have your state Kaduna. And he said, I'm not a party to it. This is a privileged information. I told Buhari, Babangida, not to create Kaduna state because you are giving Southern Kaduna advantage. Zaria cannot stand to Southern Kaduna. He said it. It is Sultan Machido's son was telling me. He forgot I'm a Christian and I'm from Southern Kaduna. Zaria cannot stand Southern Kaduna. So that was 1987. Yeah. And you could see at that period, Reverend John Aboki became local government chairman of Kaduna.
Yes.
When Gumi was busy saying that no Christian will rule Nigeria, the next is in his doorstep.
Yes,
the Christian
local government area.
Yeah. So since then they raise eyebrow. Oh, if we don't do something, they begin to calculate.
Okay.
While we are sleeping.
So to change the tide, you are saying that your people need to wake up. And change the tide. The program is Truth to Power and is proudly supported by Truth Nigeria. And Truth Nigeria is a website where we get stories and information in respect of Nigeria. And these stories are done in a truthful and factual way. So you may want to check www.truthnigeria.com to get more details of the kind of stories that we have on Truth Nigeria. And the podcast Truth to Power is one where we highlight persecution meted on minority groups in Nigeria. And my guest on the program today is Reverend David Ayuba Azzaman. And he's been shedding light on some things that, for now, some aspects of them I have never ever thought of it in that way or in that direction. But now that we know what all of these are, what will now be the practical steps and measures that we need to put in place to balance of this or stop the persecution?
Thank you for that question. I mentioned overhauling. Yeah, overhauling, because conspiracy. Anytime you hear conspiracy, what I just said now, an average northerner will say I'm lying. You say you just had it. There are many Fulanis or Muslims that have never had it. Conspiracy is not done by many people. Just 10 people can sit down and change the whole Nigeria. That is conspiracy, because they have power in their hands. I said it again and I'll say it again. Let us restructure this country. That is the thing we should do. Let us restructure this country. During President Goodluck Jonathan, there was a sovereign national conference.
Yeah.
Everybody thought he would implement it. I'm sure it will have reduced this thing that is happening. Yeah, if you will have done it, it will have reduced. And as a pastor, as a Christian, I would say, let us live in love. I don't hate the Fulanis. I don't hate the Hausas. I don't hate the Muslims. I just told you now that maybe if you even check my blood, you might see Fulani inside. I'm telling you. My in-law is a Muslim in Kano. He said he used to read me. So that means he used to read what I my relative in Kano. He's a Muslim. He said he reads me. So you can see I'm also connected to the Muslims and the Fulanis and the Hausas. So, but let's live in love. I used to read atheists. Facebook, social media, you see a lot of things.
Yeah.
They say Nigeria, we love going to church, we love going to mosques. But no development. See what religion have cost Nigeria. I used to get ashamed. And it's true. But they will always mention China and India, idol worshippers, Japan, and they are progressing. So how does religion help Nigeria? Is it a problem of religion? No. It's a problem of the Nigerians. It's not a problem of religion. You see, if we don't walk in love, the Bible says righteousness exalts a nation. I have a church member that works with a company that is owned by Japanese in Nigeria here. And he told me that it was merit that took him there. But when the Japanese left, Nigerians came, favoritism entered. Religion and tribalism came in. Can you see? Japanese don't believe in God, but they have fairness in their dealing. But we call Allah, we call Jehovah, or is it Yahweh? We call Jesus. But we are not fair. Because of what? That love is not there. And you cannot say you love God. Nigeria love God. I'm telling you, if you do your research, country that love God the most is Nigeria. If you are not first, we are number 2. But if you do your research, the country that hate one another is Nigeria. Yeah. Haven't you seen Boko Haram? They finish killing somebody, they're going to be doing Allah Akbar. After they finish killing, who are you praying to? They say they are praying to God. They are praying to God. Christians will go and steal, they'll bring tithe to church. So what are we saying? It is love that is making this country not to work. The refinery. Look at the refinery. It's not working. Look at our roads. They're not working. Why love? Did the government provide the money? Yes, but somebody, they don't care. So I think we need to, we need to walk, we live in love. If I love you, I will not kill you. If I love you, I will not deny you what. Why are they killing? You see, when I was in the bank, then we had a meeting with the chairman of Kaura after the attack somewhere around Manchok, and about 150 people were killed. We were in the office of the chairman because I was in the bank in Kafanchan then, Diamond Bank then, Kafanchan, in our marketing. I wasn't a pastor then. I asked him, Mr. Chairman, what is the problem? Why they killing? He said, if you ask me too, I don't know. He said, I don't know why they are killing. He said, if we know why they are killing, we'll call them for a dialogue. Can you see that? Yeah. They will call them for a dialogue. So, yes, sir.
All said and done, we need to know why it's happening, and we need to talk and let love lead. That's the bottom line of it all. I want to sincerely appreciate you for having time to be on.
Thank you so much, sir.
My guest on the program today has been Reverend David Ayuba Azzaman, and he is popularly called Azzaman. And hoping that some other time we'll still be able to bring you to the studio to shed more light on some of these things and look at things from a different angle. My name is Ehis Agbon. I want to appreciate the folks at Truth Nigeria for supporting this program. Until next time, when we'll be on again, Like you heard the Reverend Gentleman say, let love lead. That is the solution to our problems.